Coming off the heels of Garage Door Safety Month, I wanted to talk about some of the solutions on how you can secure your garage door without a garage door opener. And even though there are limited options, one of the best ways you can do that is with a T-handle lock. But those T-handle locks have some challenges on installing. And in this video, we're going to show you that. Let's party. So let me preface this video that this is not necessarily a tutorial on how to install a T-handle lock. I mean, I do have a video on that, and this video will show some of the process, but what I really want to highlight in this video is the fact that some garage doors do not have garage door openers. And even though in certain states, like for example in California law requires that your garage door opener has a battery backup. But aside from that law, well, there's no law that states that you need to have a garage door opener to open your garage. The way that you would lock a garage door that does not have a garage door opener is with a T-handle lock, or a lock that you would have to utilize keys from the outside in order to turn a handle to lift the door. Now, I don't necessarily feel that these locks are the best solution for securing your garage. I most definitely feel that the best way to secure your garage from the outside is with a garage door opener. Of course, again, not everybody wants to install a garage door opener to their garage because they're maybe not necessarily utilizing it as an entry to the home or as a place to store your vehicle. In essence, the garage is kind of more like a storage. And I get that, having a garage where all of your items are stored, there's no reason to have a garage door opener unless you really want to secure those items, or if you find yourself having to enter that garage on a daily or normal basis. Still, a T-handle lock will be that sure way items is going to be protected. And clearly, you want to keep in mind that if you do have a T-handle lock, you will need to carry those keys with you if you happen to access your garage, again, on a daily basis. Now, that's the main reason that for me, a T-handle lock is not the best way to secure your garage, because those keys get lost on a normal basis. I have a lot of customers that call me that say like, hey, I used to have access into my garage. I don't have an opener or a motor to it. I used to have this key that I was able to turn the lock, but I lost the key, or my dog swallowed it, or my girlfriend took it. And there's really no other solution that I can provide for that type of customer, with the exception of having to break the lock off or having to cut a portion into the door. Now, I know that you can easily try and pry off the weather seal to push the lock back, and clearly that's also a solution as well. But there's a lot of headaches behind that. There's a lot of time invested into that, and of course there's going to be a cost involved in that if you happen to secure or lock your garage door with a T-handle lock. Therefore, I'd like to stress that if you are utilizing keys to open a T-handle lock to get in and out of your garage, then yes, you want to make at least 2 or 3 spare copies of those keys just in case you do misplace them. And to be completely honest with you, even then I have seen that those keys tend to get jammed, or especially the duplicate keys aren't necessarily as smooth or as good as the original keys. So you really have to work with it. It's just not my favorite scenario. And thinking about garage door safety, being that this is Garage Door Safety Month, I don't necessarily want to encourage homeowners to look at a T-handle lock solution, being that their first route, or I should say their first line of defense in securing their door. If anything, what I would encourage you to do is to put a garage door opener. But here, the caveat in that is that if your garage does not have a man door, in other words, it does not have a door from your property into the garage, or it does not have a door from the outside of the property into the garage, that means that your garage door is the only access in and out. Therefore, even with a garage door opener, you would still need an emergency key release in order to disengage the garage door opener to lift the door and to get into your garage. So just like we've shown you in this video, to apply a T-handle lock, it's not rocket science, it's not a daunting task. Nevertheless, there are a number of steps that you want to apply, and you want to make sure that you have the right tools, because in my case, it was pretty meticulous in the way I went about installing this T-handle lock, and mainly because I like things to be plumb straight. I didn't want that T-handle lock to look crooked or to be lodged or jammed in any way. I just wanted to make sure that it looked right from the outside. But in order to do that, you actually have to work from the outside and inside to ensure that it lines up with that door style, and of course, the way that the door is proportioned according to that T-handle lock. So do I recommend going with a T-handle lock for your garage door if you do not have a garage door opener? I'm gonna say yes and no. Yes, in the sense that if that's your only solution and you don't have a lot of very important, or I would say valuable personal items in the garage, then I would say, yeah, just go ahead and do that. But if you did have like a vehicle or personal items in the garage or things of high value in the garage and you only have a T-handle lock, then I would say no. Consider going with a garage door opener. Now, there might be a number of colleagues that might say that a T-handle lock is perfectly fine, and then in their years of experience, they've never really had someone break that T-handle lock to get into the garage. And I'm gonna agree with them because in my years of experience, I rarely see that they break through the T-handle lock. Usually they're kind of bashing in through the door or they're finding another way to get into the garage. Nevertheless, if you are a garage door professional and you definitely want to chime in with regards to this thought, please chime down below because we would love to hear about it. In fact, if you are a DIYer and you've installed your own T-handle lock because you didn't want to have a garage door opener to your garage door, well, please, we also want to hear from you. Was the process easy? Was it daunting? Did you lose your keys? Did you have to replace it several times? And of course, if you're someone who doesn't want to do this type of work, maybe you have a question about installing a T-handle lock, well, we also want to hear from you because that's one of the ways that within this community we can help each other out. Now, of course, I have a number of videos that talk about garage door safety, garage doors, and even garage door openers, so let's keep this party going. Check out one of these videos right here. As always, I want to thank y'all for partying with me. Y'all stay safe.